Okay, I think it should be good soon, and then I'll give you the link. Unless still we can. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Um, so let's see. Let's get the features. I don't think really we need to look at the features because, but I do like the that it's showing a pattern here. It's respecting that trend. Um, I think we're going to continue that. There is a potential that we may break down and turn bearish for a moment if we break down this channel. So I'm definitely watching that. I have this 4190 as the level to watch for any bearish sentiment. But if we do test this bottom range and we bounce off of that, we get 1, 2, 3 bounces, we could have another one here. But if not, we could break this, all-time highs. And we're just like kissing it right there. We're ready to bounce. I think we're ready to take off. We talked about tech being just prime, it's just a matter of time. Um, and I think this is it. This week might be a good one. So I'm definitely watching for a lot of tech names. I mean, we already did that yesterday, with Microsoft, and then Apple. Apple started Friday, and so we just got to watch for other tech names that are sleeping at the moment, but could be big runners um, with tech moving up. So like SQ, um, PLTR, all those names. So I don't really watch NQ. I don't really follow it. I guess I don't track it as much as you do.
Yeah,
Um,
it runs the same as the Q. It's the same thing.
yeah,
It's
and
like,
it,
ES.
right, and it does tend to follow. It does move more radically, and so I guess I don't follow it mainly because of that. If very rarely do they run opposite ways, but usually tech moves faster, and it's just follows it. It makes sense,
Yeah.
right? You got 500 companies. I mean, compared to something different, but smaller. But yeah, I mean, we are ready. We got this W double bottom kind of. Um, I think we can see a big run. If not, I mean, we'll just consolidate. But I really don't see a reason why we won't continue further.
Yeah. It looks like it can continue all the way up to what? 14,000 or 1,400.
Yeah, we've got this trend line. We can definitely test this. Yeah, 14, 1. Yeah, we got a lot of room. That's right here. And then we got the EMA cross. And it's primed. So let's look at Apple now that we're talking about that. Um, Beautiful triangle right here. Bounce at the bottom, now at the top, at the bottom. And it was very good bounce, but it just got just choppy. Um, but Friday's action, I think, really triggered a lot of levels, which was this one was this Friday. I can't remember which one it was. Can't see it. 6-4. Yep. This one, I think this is the trigger. This candle. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. And so I think we're just shoot. Are they going to move to this level? I've been watching this 128 level for some time. So if we break that 128, we can definitely test 130 and just continue. But I don't know if we're ready to for all-time highs. Um, I don't know. It could be. It's been consolidating for quite some time, but there's a chance that after past 130, we can go to 140, or at least this level 137. But I'm definitely watching that 128 as confirmation of a huge move.
Yeah,
Especially if it happens in the next day or two. Um, that the EMA is crossing. That this is just it's ready. So let's hope it doesn't disappoint.
yeah, it's ready. They're starting with the EV rumors again. So
Yeah,
that's
and then
gonna run.
they're releasing a new update on their iOS. I know you're not an Apple person, but they're releasing a new software update,
Yeah,
and it looks pretty good. So they always have news all the time, and so we'll trade the rumor. So
yeah. Last time it rumored, I think we went up to what, 130, 140 with that EV
mhm,
news.
yeah, that was wild.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
that was nice.
So I have it as um, Apple 126.5. It might be more like 127 because we already this is the daily, so it doesn't really show. That's why I don't like it. And once you it's already up. It's already above my trigger. So now I'm going to use that pre-market high. That's good. So 127 is going to be my level to watch. Any other thoughts about Apple? I think we both agree that it's just primed.
Yeah, I agree. I was watching it this morning too, and I like it over 127.
Okay.
That's a pretty hard, resistance that we have here. So we needed to break. And I think it can with just enough volume.
Mhm.
We just need, more momentum because, we had all this chop, all these ugly indecision candles, where
Yep.
that channel formed. And then it's struggling to hold up.
Yeah. I think um, if we have a big fat candle up today again, I don't know. I don't like it when they run after hours in pre-markets. Then it'll sell off, and then like we've said before, that pre-market high is gonna, at least for me, that's gonna be my entry.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's lots of room. BA, I know you're BA last time. It's okay.
Yeah, it's not
uh,
my favorite. Look what it did. It ran after hours.
mhm. It ran on news. Had some news, but I mean, I think you mentioned that we got this breakout out of this bull flag. Um, I don't know if it's gonna run that much. I mean, the news were on that the one of the airlines order more airplanes,
Oh,
the
really?
Max. I can't remember which one. Look at this here. Southwest increases 2022 firm orders for Boeing 737 Max plane by 34. So I think that was one of the news, in addition to some of the TA that we're
Mhm.
looking here. But
Yeah, I think we could see 260 or
yeah,
258, the height of that pattern, and then just pull back.
yeah, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, definitely 258. At least test this level and then
Yeah.
pull back. So it could be a good, pull back at the open and then run up to this level and then hopefully find support around this level before continuing any further to 260.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. So we could be here. I'm just adding to the list and try to do the same. You're sharing yours.
Did you check out Clove this morning?
Oh yes, it's
Oh
on
my
my
gosh,
list.
I'm so salty.
And
Look at that. What did it go to, 17? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that is quite the squeeze.
Oh yeah, but the
Uh,
the thing is with Clove, it's a Reddit favorite, so it's really unpredictable. You know,
mhm.
look at all that consolidation.
I mean, imagine if you're just waiting for that break. I mean, you're just waiting, 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 and
Yeah, I
then
was. I was watching it at 8. I think I called it out at that price. I think I
that's right.
traded that breakout and then I just forgot about it. I
Yeah.
forgot to set my
Well,
alert.
and I mean, this is very typical. It starts to gain some momentum, and then
Yeah,
shorts come and bring the price down and shake people out,
yeah.
and there you go, just break
Yeah.
that level. So,
You know who had diamond hands on that? Umar.
mm, oh my gosh,
I know.
I, I I like him. I like him a lot. I know he's gotten burned on in March with some tickers, but man, he banged on AMC. Oh, well,
Oh yeah.
so anyway, I don't know. I think it might be too late to chase. I was watching it last night. I said, oh, this could be a good entry, about 13 4.
Yeah.
Yep, not anymore. Bye bye.
Yeah, I know.
Look at that. He already hit that resistance level right
Oh
there.
yeah. It's way up there. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
we should still watch it though. I think it's gonna get shorted. It's gonna come back
Oh,
and retest
absolutely.
support. You know. What I like about these spikes is that we can always, trade them again, because it's
Exactly.
gonna pull back.
Yep.
So it makes like a really strong resistance on the next run.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a good one. Uh, yeah, that was on my list that I let's see. Oh no, it was not. But yeah, I was looking at it. I don't think I tried because I was just not sure what it was going to do. Um, we call it Square. I think after some momentum died, it's really just consolidating. So I'm not completely confident on Square at the moment. It's been very choppy.
Mhm.
Um, but if we get a big move today, we can definitely have the EMA cross and then test this 227 level. So it really depends. I haven't seen that much option flow forward
Mhm.
come in, and so it's not a high conviction call for me, but it definitely has some potential just basically off of this nice candle that happened yesterday, starting some good movement. But definitely want to keep in mind to keep on watch.
Yeah.
Um, Snap, I mentioned that yesterday, going over my watch list, and I found this one. Um, so it's on this channel. It's kind of following that channel. Why I like this candle that formed. It broke out of this channel here,
Mhm.
but it looks like it might come back and it might test this level of this 65. So I'm definitely going to be watching that. Trying to think if there are any news or anything related that could indicate that could push the price, push the price a little bit higher. Um,
Yeah. I don't think so. Again, it just runs with the queue.
yeah. Kathy, I think sold. Well, she sold DocuSign yesterday, or not yesterday, last week when it started running up after earnings.
Yeah.
So it's selling some Snapchat as well. So again, not a high conviction one, but it is tech. So if tech runs, it might do the same. So definitely want to watch. Perhaps let's see, move probably this level right here, 61, 61.5, 67, 62. So um, let's see, Costco. Um, I know it doesn't look very pretty, but if you have the right eyes, you might see something. So it's been
Yeah.
tested this trend line, this one here, and then testing again. That was quite the pullback yesterday. So I can see if we can hold this level, this trend line, we can come back and retest that 386 level before going any further to 389. So there's a decent amount of volume coming down, but then on the last 4 hours, it really picked up, and so they really found some strong support. So I'm watching this ticker. It doesn't move very much. I really don't like the prices, the option prices.
Oh, really? Are they
Yeah.
like spread? Is there like a big spread?
Well, the gamma is just too slow and too low. The spread is okay. It just doesn't have a lot of liquidity. There are definitely other names, better names with higher liquidity and higher gamma that you can do. But I think I traded it last week and it was decent. But anyways, there's a lot of long
Oh
wicks,
yeah.
a lot
There's
of
like
indecision.
zero open interest. Did you see that?
Yep. And so that's the only bad thing about it. But I'm using the analyst on that on the to push that to this level to 390. But again, I'm not relying just on that, so I'm a little hesitant on that one. But definitely want to watch.
Yeah, that's a little unusual because you know what? It runs with the cube. So
Yeah.
usually you can expect it to run together, but it's been running the opposite.
hmm
So it's pretty interesting. But you know what though, since the pandemic is kind of calming down and we're going back to normal, Costco is probably not going to move as much as it did last year. Last year it moved like really good. Like, it was one of my favorite tickers to trade. But since the beginning of the year, it's been lagging. It's
Yeah.
been lagging a lot.
Yeah. So that's we'll see. We'll see what it does. It could break down, out of this trend line and then
Yeah.
retest it through 60. So we'll see. Let's see. Costco. I have Roblox. Sorry, here. I love catching tickers where it's running and then it hits the bottom. It pulls back hard, and then there's an uptick here
Right.
after hours because it has the potential to fill up and retest these levels up at this previous highs. And so, I mean, this could be just a bear flag, but I mean, it could be the beginning of a bearish trend. But Roblox has been on fire the past couple of days, sorry, and so we could see a retest of this level if the market is strong. And so we put a level alert here.
Yeah. The problem is that the IV is too high.
Oh yes.
So yeah, so I've noticed
Yeah.
that, whenever we have like high IV, we can expect a sell-off.
Yeah. I've traded multiple times. I think the last one I got stopped out because it just didn't do well. But
Yeah.
it's a little bit high, but anyway.
Yeah, it's
So
coming down.
see if I can take it. Let's see. You might cover this because you're the energy queen. But I saw this. There's a lot of activity on Reddit, but about this ticker,
Mhm.
especially with that what do you call it, the that bill that's coming out. But it's forming this nice triangle um, that we could see it break out of today. So definitely want to watch at that level 1096. We could probably enter at this level if we want to capture a bigger, capture more of it.
Right.
So 1064. Let's see. We are really just waiting for Baidu. I've been waiting for Baidu for a long time. I really thought that it was going to pop up, out of this, find support here and test this level just to 213, but we could be just shaking out in the last weekend before moving any further. So I'm watching this name. My level is a little bit higher here just because I want to make sure that we can get out of this support and then have a stronger confirmation
Mhm.
that we're out of this consolidation. So we talked about QS, called it out, and there was a lot of activity last week, and it's just it's one of those same things that we've been seeing for quite some time. We have this finding the bottom and then ready to come out. The volume is increasing. People are buying the dip. And so I can see this continue further. And I think you mentioned something about will be added to one of the indices.
To the Russell.
To the Russell. Okay. Yeah, I did not know that. I was probably hearing the news.
Yeah, I think, but you know what? I tried to look for that and I couldn't find anything to support it.
I see.
I saw something on social media about it, but it could have just been a rumor. But I tried to do some research on it and I couldn't find it.
Well, there was a lot of activity, last week. So I mean that's just some of the activity there, but yeah, I think it's definitely a runner. I might even get some equity on this, just mainly because of where it's at, and also the sector that it's in. So my God, hi baby, love your dress. Sorry, my daughter is trying to dress
Okay.
this morning. Be quiet. You be quiet. Okay, thank you, baby. All right, QS. Oxy here. I put puts because I don't know. There's a chance that we could pull back a little bit. I mean, the stochastics are dropping down, momentum slowing down. Unless we see more oil news or anything, I think if tech starts to pick up, money might move out of this and move into tech. And so I'm definitely watching that below 28.63, this level for puts, but I'm not going full on until we've confirmed that. I mean, demand is still pretty high. And so, and it will be continue, as we completely move out of this pandemic fiasco. But it's definitely something to keep in mind. It could be just a temporary pullback before we go any further, but money is going to go to tech for sure. If it's hot, money will go to growth. So at least until we hit all-time highs and then we pull back. But,
yeah.
Oops. I'm not necessarily mad about this one, but I'm kind of annoyed that we called it out and we just said, oh, I like it here. I like it above this level, and we just completely forgot about it. Well, when I say we, I completely forgot about it because, I mean, this could have been our entry, we talked about, we like it about, it's over 630, I think we said, but I mean, that could have been our entry. And if we were just looking at volume,
yeah, look at all that volume after earnings. That was crazy.
I do everything on my phone, so I do it better. But yeah, I mean, this volume uptake, that was our signal. But man, quite the run. And contracts are cheap. and so
Oh
that's
yeah,
definitely.
they're dirt cheap, but again,
Yep.
it's a Reddit favorite.
Yep. Yep. Let's see. The last one is one that I have some equity in. Let's see, I think I have information here.
Oh, SOS.
Yep. It's been seeing quite some, it's showing some relative strength for the past couple of days. I'm kind of surprised that it's been doing that big considering the fundamentals, but again, this is just TA. So this 4 point, this four level has been crucial. This 3.7. If you
Mhm.
look back, that used to be a strong, a strong support right here, very strong support. And it went, and once it broke, then I think people are trying to get out. So a little bit more. People are trying to get out of this
Mhm.
level. So once all the people, all the back holders are gone, we might retest this 483 or maybe 5 level. So who knows? I saw a lot of activity. Actually, there was some activity here not too long ago on Friday. Let's see, 2.5 calls, and there was this 5 call for July 16th. So it could have a run to 5 in the next month. So
Yeah,
that's all I
definitely
have.
something to watch.
Yeah, it's not a big mover, but if you want cheap contracts and if you have some equity in it, or if you still like to be in the crypto world with having to buy crypto, that's one of them. I mean, I know you got some other ones, but um, they're really struggling because you look at Mara, it could potentially bounce back, but considering that crypto is not doing so hot, these names are not going to be probably your best bet unless there's some signs of rallies or relief rallies. So
Right.
um, that's all I have, at least for what I'm watching. Again, heavy tech, and some meme stocks, but mostly betting on big tech moves. I'm stop
Yeah.
sharing them and I'll give you the floor.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so we're pretty much watching the same things. I'm watching tech, but I think that it's might be a little overbought this morning. Um, let's see how Microsoft is doing.
We should be up,
Yeah, look at
not that
that.
much, but I think it moved $1 perhaps.
We closed at 253, so it moved like about maybe 2.5 points.
Okay.
But I definitely see it filling this little gap here that we have here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that much, but still something to watch out for. I really think that we can hit it this week. But the STO is a little thin. So that's why I think we might hit it maybe between today and tomorrow, and then just pull
Mhm.
back and then make a bigger run. I really do see it hitting 270 though, probably within the next few weeks.
Yeah, it really needs more volume to be able to hit all-time highs. I mean,
Yeah,
it's great to see that it's bouncing, but
yeah. And what I like about it is that the IV is always really low. Contracts
yeah,
are decent. It's a little low risk. Look at that. That's nice.
yeah.
A really nice IV. So I'm gonna be watching that. But what caught my eye this morning was Workhorse.
Oh, is it ready to bounce
Workhorse.
again? Ready to
Yeah,
run? Okay.
yeah. Look at all this consolidation here.
It's a meme stock. Well, it would become
Is
not
it?
because I don't want to say meme stock. Um, ever since they had the news when they lost the contract, it just
Yeah.
it got beat up. pretty badly. So I think this is just the buying opportunity. But fundamentally, I don't know what else they have. I mean, I think they're betting the Gramis farm on this on those contracts
Yeah.
with the USPS. And I mean, look at that. I remember that when the news came out, it was just
Yeah.
sad. Oh, so I
Well,
don't know. We could fill that gap. Who knows?
yeah. I think so. I think so. It's just gonna take time. I don't think it's gonna happen this week because like we're pulling back. We have our STO crossing down. So I think we're just gonna come and fill the gap here to the 12s and then, move back up. But definitely we have like this huge gap to fill all the way to 30. But I don't know if it can really hit that price again unless it has like some really good news or like a good catalyst. That's pretty far, from where we're
Yeah.
at right now.
Let me see what the so one of the things that I don't know if you use this a lot, but I use the volume profile a lot to determine pivot points and then volume shelves. I use that quite a lot. Um, I won't share the screen here, but you can, if you were to add the volume profile to your chart, the workers stopped or I guess was rejected right at the level where there's a lot of supply, where there's a
Yeah.
big volume shelf, which is between, let's see, 1544 and about 1744. That's the range that I think it's going to continue. It's going to consolidate until we can move further to the next pivot point, which is about 22, 23 level. So
Okay.
at least that's how I read the volume profile, especially with the reason why I bring it up is especially when it's a name that has already ran up in the previous months,
Yeah.
and there is already a lot of consolidation in previous levels. So I try to look for where is the next resistance purely on the volume shelves or pivot points. But anyway, I don't know if you knew that, but if I did,
No.
but
Yeah, no. I've seen you use a volume shelf and I've seen some people use it, but I don't really use it myself because I don't know how to use it.
yeah. So if you if you're up for it, I can share my screen just to. I think this is a perfect sample.
Yeah.
Um, mm, okay, so I'm not a big fan of how TOS does this volume profile because it's kind of. Here, let me remove this. What can I do right now? Um, but if you look at, here's the volume profile. It's slower right now, but this is where the consolidation happens. So it starts here, makes sense. This is where the volume is, a lot of consolidation, and it moves, and then it consolidated here. So you got a lot of buyers and sellers, so a lot of supply, and then move to the next level. And look how long it was here for months, right? I guess for weeks, and then we created this long volume shelf. So it wasn't this long at this point, right? And then it moved up, and they caught more buyers and more sellers, but it came back when it dropped. Look at where it dropped at the previous volume shelf that was created a couple of months ago,
Yeah.
and then it broke down out of that level um, to catch this next pivot point, which is right here. And then, so now with the run up, with this big volume, look at where it stopped right there, where this big volume shelf right here. So what I've seen and with a volume profile is that when it hits this level, it tends to consolidate around this level until it's ready to move to the next resistance, which you could take it as the next pivot point, the next high point in terms of volume, because that's what the supply is.
Hmm.
Um, so that's how I use the volume profile. And I like to use it as much as I can, especially when there's a lot of activity above, when, especially when I'm trying to catch the bottom, to find where the next resistance is. So anyway,
Yeah.
that's all I wanted
Oh,
to
okay.
say.
All right. That's interesting.
Okay. 7:12. Sorry, to take a lot of your time.
No, it's okay. Yeah, we're pretty much looking at the same stuff. So, um,
Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, right? Could be a good thing because conviction, but then bad thing because we might miss other ones. So
hey, if we lose together, right?
yeah, exactly.
It's teamwork.
Disney.
Yeah, Disney. We have this crossover here, so we might just not really break out at 178.
Yeah, that's what I'm watching too.
Yeah, it pulled back yesterday. It just didn't. Look at that. And it's just consolidating. I don't know, we can just consolidate here, not really sell off, just consolidate between 175, 178, and then just wait for a breakout. So that's definitely on my watch list. Let's see.
Okay.
Six Flags is breaking out.
Maybe because of summer, people are
Yeah.
using it
Yeah,
more.
summer and things are reopening again. So they're gaining a little momentum. And it's a good little stock to trade. They have monthlies.
Okay.
So, you might look for a swing position. Look, it looks really good on the weekly. You can
Yeah.
probably make another push to what, 50, 52,
Yep.
get enough
Yeah.
momentum. But I like it here. We're bouncing off the EMAs. We just need a little bit more volume. And they just had earnings, so that's really something,
Okay.
to look out for. They didn't do that great,
Yeah,
but
just
still.
well, they didn't do that great either on the previous earnings, but it still
Yeah, no, they
moved
never
up.
do.
So, so I don't know what's driving it.
Just momentum,
Precious. Yeah.
reopening and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see, Shake Shack, one of my little favorites too. Like we have a gap fill here to 101.60. And this is a really good ticker to trade. Yeah, I haven't traded this in a while because I was waiting for the earnings to pass and I had been, keeping an eye on it, but I think it's ready. We just need a little more volume. I would like to see it here above 95.70. Let's see, 10. Solars really didn't do anything yesterday, or just, in this little price range here.
Mm-hmm.
But look, it's still sitting at my trigger. I'm waiting
Just
for this to
waiting
hop
patiently.
off. Yeah. Well, plug ran. That's why I don't understand why these other tickers didn't follow. But look, we got plug at 34 from where we entered
Yep,
yesterday, like
that's
around
right.
32. Yeah,
No, you
look at that.
called out that swing on that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like we can make a nice little run here. So yeah, and we have a gap fill all the way to 42. So it's something to keep in mind. I think if we break, 35, this will make a good swing entry. But we'll see if it gains momentum.
Okay. Just looking at TAN's biggest holdings.
Yeah, I think it's FSLR, SEDG, and ENPH, right?
Okay.
It's PWR. It's a really good little runner too, but It's just in consolidation. And I like this ticker. Again, it's low risk, premiums are really cheap. So, definitely something to look out for. But we just need more volume.
Yeah. Isn't that the moral of the story, right? Just need more
Yeah.
volume. Don't trade
Yeah,
if there's no volume.
yeah, no. Yeah, look at Fubo. Fubo is going to pull back. So I think we're just gonna, consolidate between 29.90 and 31. But definitely something to look out for because I was looking at the weekly chart.
Yeah.
It looks a little overbought here,
Mm-hmm.
which means that we might pull back a little bit. But if you look at the monthly looks really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Nice.
fairly new, but still we can make a nice run to what, maybe 42 again, with all the momentum it's getting.
Mhm.
And I've heard some comments people have made that it's reminding them of Roku.
I know. I
So
saw you
it's like a little
mention that,
baby
and I thought,
Roku. Huh?
I saw you mention that on your IG, and I thought, interesting. I have some equity in Fubo, but not a lot. So this is definitely making me reconsider adding more. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's up and coming.
Cheap.
It's new. And I mean, if you look at Roku, it's like out of control. Plus, if Fubo's going to get into sports betting, then it just makes sense. Roku
Yep.
doesn't have that. Yeah, Roku. I used to trade this a lot, but it's like it's considered a stay-at-home stock. So I just never really looked at it again. But it looks like it's at an uptrend again. And I really like the daily chart. Looks really good. But again, it's a stock that runs with tech.
Mhm.
Tech ran, but this didn't really run a lot. So
Yeah.
I'm looking at it, at this level at 346. And the premiums are pretty decent too.
Yeah. It's definitely not a cheap contract, not a small account
Yeah,
type of play, but it runs when it runs, it runs. And so
yeah,
if you can afford it, you can definitely do that. So
yeah. Okay. And then we have SPY here. I don't know. I think we're gonna have a fake out here at 423 at the high of day.
yeah.
And we're gonna pull back. So if we go, I like to look at the 30-minute, it gives me like a little clear picture of what happened after hours and what's gonna go on. Yeah, look, we're pulling back already. We couldn't open above this candle here. So I'll be looking to get puts under right here, 422.67.
We need some news. I mean, the inflation concern is still there.
We have
Taxes
some,
still
well,
there. I mean,
you know what? We have some numbers coming out this week. Let's see. Yeah, yesterday we had nothing. What's going on? Today, not a lot, but Thursday, it's going to be a
yeah.
crazy day. Look at all these
Hmm.
numbers that are coming out.
So if you
So,
don't rally today, we could be later this week
yeah, I'm
if you
thinking
get good numbers.
maybe mid-morning, we can make a nice run. Yeah, look, we're already
Hmm.
pulling back.
If the CPI numbers are good, then that will relieve a lot of the stress in terms of inflation. So we'll have to watch for that.
Yeah. Yep, and that's about it. Just looking at the same stuff you are. I'm gonna take it easy at the open because I think we're gonna have a lot of profit taking. So I don't think I'll enter anything just yet.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna wait.
Okay. Well, let's put some levels on the private chat. And let's do this. And let's try to only trade the trend and wait for volume.
Hmm.
Trade carefully, and I think we're gonna have a good day today. So
Yeah,
we don't
yeah,
have to
I think
catch
we
them
should be
all,
good.
but we just need that one, just that one.
Yeah, we always have that one little runner, and that's all we
Yeah.
need.
Yep. Yep. All righty. Well, thank you. We'll see you at the market and in the chat.
Okay, see you in chat. Have a good
All
day.
right. You too.
All right, bye.